Peace. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela. This is Gemini Goddess. Thank you so much for choosing me today. So today I'm actually going to be doing something quite fun. If you've been here already, then you know I like to paint. I like to create. I'm an artist. And I love astronomy and I love mathematics. So today we're actually going to do a little painting. I'm gonna paint this image in front of you guys. This is the star constellation of Capricornus, which is pretty much Capricorn. So it's the same thing, it's just the actual constellation instead of the actual symbol of Capricorn. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, because you know your girl needs to be able to get some energies for me to keep coming back on this channel. So yes, and if you like the content, don't forget to comment and let me know what you think about it and if you like it. But anyway, stay tuned. I'll see you in a bit. Peace. As you see, I am painting this like gold center, and that is just representing the actual sun. So if you see, I'm like just adding some hues of like gold and some darker shades of like brown. And it's just to represent the sun being directly in front of the earth, which is that background blue color, green. Because right now we are actually, at the time that I'm recording this video, we are actually having the winter solstice. So the winter solstice is from December 21st to about December 24th. And during this time, Capricorn, well, the sun appears to be transiting past the star constellation Capricornus at 23.5 degrees south. And this is how the ancients or our ancestors were able to tell the change in season. This constellation or this movement is only visible from certain parts of the earth. However, our ancestors were able to tell that, more recent, more modern science, that because the earth wobbles, it appears to be at Capricorn, but in actuality, it's in between Sagittarius and Capricorn. So that's what you see me here. I'm painting the constellation of Capricornus to represent the unique time of the year at one of our solstices, which is the winter solstice. And on the southern hemisphere of the earth, they will be experiencing the constellation of Cancer at 23.5 degrees north. So because I'm on the northern part of the hemisphere, I am seeing the constellation of Capricornus. So today, that's what we'll be doing. We'll be channeling messages from the constellation of Capricornus in honor of the winter solstice. Peace. I'll see you in a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and channel messages from the star constellation Capricornus. Messages from the star constellation Capricornus. For my viewers, what messages do you have? The star constellation Capricornus. So we have this I Ching trigram, Li. Messages, we're going to start out with these. We have the number 777 with Beta. What else? Messages from the star constellation Capricornus. We have Y, X, and Z axis graph. Okay. Messages from the star constellation Capricornus. We have this symbol. This symbol just represents like a man alone, like someone that's alone. Messages. Let me get like, okay. We have the number 4444. And one more message. One more message from the star constellation Capricornus. What should we know for this winter solstice, this change of the season? What should we know? What messages do you have? This change of the season, the winter solstice. What messages? Anything else? I don't think so. I think that is it. Yep. All right. So, okay, so with the 777 and the 4444, I'm getting from the star constellation Capricornus what they want us to know, what the energy wants us to know, is we need to start looking into other elements beyond the element fire. So if you notice Li, this hexagram right here, this trigram, I'm sorry, it's not a hexagram, this trigram, Li, it represents fire. In the ancient Chinese oracular system called the I Ching, it represents fire. But what I'm getting from that is that because fire came out first, fire is actually the first element that mankind was able to create. So it was an element that God or the divine didn't necessarily give us, but we were able to create it from our own manipulation of stone and wood and air. Okay, so fire came about from the two elements air and earth. So you guys seen it before, like when people spark pieces together, right? And they get a spark and then they blow on it, right? And then it creates fire. Okay. So with this coming out, the star constellation of Capricornus wants us to know that that is one of the elements that we were able to create. The other three elements was already gifted to us. So with this 777, it's making me think of the divine, right? The divine already gifted us the element of water, air, and earth, right? That's a given. Earth was already here, water was already here, and air, well, it's all around us. It was already here in the sense where oxygen was given to us through earth, correct? Through the manipulation of carbon dioxide, right? So that we can have oxygen. So these three elements were already gifted to us from the divine, especially with this three axis. See the axis, Y, X, and Z axis. Those three elements were already given to man. The symbol here representing man. But the fourth element with 4444 was fire, air, water, earth, and fire. That last element was actually created by man. Man used the other elements that was gifted to us in order to create fire. Well, I think what Capricornus, the constellation, is bringing our awareness to is that there are other elements beyond these four. So beyond water, earth, air, and fire, there are other elements. And what I'm getting from this is the element of ether. Why do I say that? Because we have the creative at the bottom of the deck. The function C equals, creativity is equal to the function of knowledge, imagination, and evaluation. And if you notice on the bottom, those three lines is the I Ching trigram heaven, Xian. So the creative. So it's letting me know that there's another element that we ignore, which is the element of ether. Okay, I hope this is not boring. I feel like this, let's see. Oh, but that's what I'm getting from this. It's kind of very high. Messages from the star constellation Capricornus. We have the Hanged Man in reverse with the Three of Wands, with the Two of Wands. They want us to start planning on, they want us to awaken, to open up our awareness to the fifth element, ether, which is what I'm doing for you right now, or what I do on this channel, or what you see other people do with spirit, which is channeling the elements around us that we cannot see. Spirit, ether. They want us to become more open. Now we have the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck called Vision. This card, the name of this card is Vision. If you guys could see that. I don't think you can, it's blurry. Vision. We have the King of Wands. We have the World. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So you see with this Three of Pentacles, I feel like it's repeating the same message. This Three of Pentacles is telling me that we have already had air, we had water, and we had earth. But there are many other elements that the universe has not yet revealed to us. So there are three, because we have three threes at the bottom. Do you see that? The three elements that was already gifted to us that gave us our foundation was earth, air, and water, right? Water being the first element of the planet Earth, right? The planet Earth, what makes the planet Earth so special and unique from all the other planets is the element of water. That's what sustains us. And then we have the element of earth. And then the element of earth where plants and trees started to grow and was able to manipulate or transmute, let's not say manipulate, transmute carbon dioxide into oxygen, which allowed animals and human beings to be able to walk and roam the earth, right? So those are the three elements: water, then earth, then air. Fire came once mankind came into being. I don't know, for some reason they want to teach, it's like a history lesson for some reason I'm getting with this. It's what the message is. Yeah, with this King of Wands. And this King of Wands is representing, this is mankind creating fire. It's like they want to remind us, with this Hangman in reverse, it's like the star constellation Capricornus wants to remind us of our beginnings. I just heard humble beginnings. To remind us of that fire is the first element of mankind. It's the first element that mankind has created. And we are the master of that element. We have already mastered it because it's a king. Do you see that? So that means that we've mastered the element of fire. And they want us to start looking into the other elements. There are other elements. And the fifth element for the throat chakra, if you see it, is ether or space, right? So I don't know if you guys know this, but like the root, the sacral, the solar, and the heart chakras, those are all the four elements. The heart chakra being air, the last element. The throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra are governed by space, or in another way, another term would be ether, the fifth element. So
reminding us to tap more into the fifth element, because we'll be able to receive more messages and we'll be able to get done much more. We'll be able to create and build much more on this planet Earth. We'll be able to, I'm hearing, realigned with the planets, the other planets in our galaxy, in our system. So I feel like that's it. Let's see. Yeah, they want us to start tapping into ether. Okay, so maybe they want me to explain what ether is. I feel like you guys know what ether is. Yeah, King of Cups. So you guys mastered water. So the water element is mastered here on the earth. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So they're letting you know, Capricornus is saying, please be mindful of your behavior here on this earth, with this Ace of Cups being the bottom of the deck. They're reminding us to be mindful that mankind is not independent of all the other elements. That fire cannot live on its own negation. You understand what I'm saying? It'll cancel itself out. Fire needs the other elements in order to thrive. So to work with the earth and not against it, to not become egotistical in our pursuits of being forward thinking, forward moving. So they're reminding me, I'm literally seeing like technology. They're saying technology is also another element. And that if we don't use it properly with this world card, the World Wide Web, technology, if we don't use technology properly for communication, then it'll cause us to lose everything. It'll cause us to lose the earth with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So we need to make sure that we're using technology in a holistic way, in a way where we are also including all of the other elements that we've already mastered: fire, water, air, earth. Now we're mastering space, the element of space. So, mankind has traveled out into, Mars and Mars and the moon and Venus, right? I think it's just Mars and the moon. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much what they're saying, is that the water element is becoming depleted with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's starting to dry out. And if we do not take care of the earth and all of the other elements that were gifted to us, like water was the first element that was gifted to us by the divine, then we will lose it all, because water is an element that we cannot create. Mankind cannot recreate water. Mankind cannot recreate earth. Mankind cannot recreate air. And I think that's it. Yep. Six of Cups. Remember where you come from. Remember your humble beginnings. Remember, justice. This is the records. This Justice card is telling me records. And then we have the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Too much fire can dry out the earth, and then it will completely lose its uniqueness. So as human beings, we need to, as the masters of this galaxy, galaxy. So as the masters of this galaxy, but I'm going to more so say of this planet, human beings, we must be mindful, we must be in harmony and in balance. Because once we lose the water element, we lose it all. It was the first element given to us, gifted to us by the divine. We lose the earth. And once we lose the earth, we lose the air. And once we lose the air, we lose the fire. And fire heats our home. It protects us from the dangers of nature. And it also allows us the ability to eat and cook food. So don't forget with this Hierophant card. And that's the lesson. That's the message that the constellation of Capricornus has for us. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was good. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I've noticed that a lot of you guys keep coming back and watching my videos, but you're not subscribed. So don't forget to subscribe because I'm watching you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.